you have to have two things going for you at that point. You have to go on a hot streak personally.
And you need him to start missing.
Right. He needs to go on a cold streak, and both those things have to click.
Right.
So we'll see how this starts off, because that's going to determine a lot of how this whole match is going to go.
Right.
We're not saying that it's impossible, but if I'm an odds better, we're getting back to the betting again, gentlemen.
Yeah.
That
Well, you got to put the money on the GOAT, but
right,
Drew's capable.
right,
Very capable. I mean, he's got a 79%, just a hair under 80% ringers.
They started.
We're off and running. Drew's in the lead.
So Drew Becker with a 3 already. Here in the early going, he needs that. Shoe count is 2. 1 ringer for Francis
First
and
inning.
2 ringers for Becker.
Becker.
And here's the trick. Here's the whole key in this game. Every time Allen misses, Drew has to score 3.
Mm-hmm.
That's his only chance
Absolutely.
to stay with him. Because Allen's only going to give you so many opportunities to score. And after 10 or 20 shoes, you're going to see what I'm talking about.
Allen
He's a
Francis.
machine.
He looks all business. He goes back into his office.
Yep.
So Alan Francis picks up 3 points. We're tied at 3. Becker with 3. Shoe count is 4. Top ringers 3. They're even at ringers at 3 apiece.
You see, Drew really does a pretty high arcing too.
Right.
And it turns multiple times. It sort of wobbles.
Both men throwing some
We're
solid.
going to see some 4 deads here
Yeah.
today, gentlemen.
If Drew can stay in his game, this is going to be a battle.
So that was 4 dead. Still tied at 3. Drew Becker. Ooh, didn't get nothing on that.
Right over the top.
Air shoe there. That one didn't clink in anything. I think.
Yeah, but
Soft landing.
it's a ringer.
Solid for Alan Francis there. He's got a certain thug when he hits that stake.
That's one thing about the Allen ringers. It hits the stake at the same spot every time.
Same speed, same spot.
Oh, he was short. Drew was short.
Okay, so that was a full 6-pack for Allen.
So Alan Francis picks up 6 points. Becker with 3. Right there, a 6-point difference on those tosses. Shoe count 8. 7 ringers for Francis. 5 ringers for Becker.
Becker just can't miss
Mm.
because he'll really start to fall behind.
As we spoke earlier, you got to keep it close
Yep.
in order to have a chance.
And it's tough. It's tough when Francis starts with 9 out of 10 for a 90% to start the game.
Alan Francis now with 12.
90%.
Yep.
Becker with 3. Francis will pitch right away here.
And I've watched Allen enough to know he may not miss another shoe.
Yeah.
Oh.
Sit back, enjoy the ride there.
Yep. He just has that compact motion. There's no wasted movement at all.
And they're solid, too. They're not.
Yeah.
They're
There's no
thrown-
doubt about it when he throws his shoe. You could close your eyes and just listen.
They're thrown with authority. Francis now with 15. Becker 3. Shoe count is at 12. Ringers for Francis 12, or 11 that is. And ringers for Becker 7. Francis back in his office again.
Back in his office. He doesn't use a glove. Doesn't use a pickup stick.
I like to say his opponents are in his office.
Becker with his second pitch here.
Drew at this point is just trying to not let it get out of hand. He's okay right now. You just
trying to contain the momentum.
Exactly.
That was 4 dead there.
That was 4 dead.
Francis with a 15-3 lead over Becker. Becker's going to pitch here first.
Oh,
just over the top.
That's going to hurt him.
Mm-hmm.
Watching Francis, he just goes to work. As you said, no glove, no pick. He's old school.
Yep.
There was a toss you don't see too often from him right there. Alan Francis, he's as serious as a brick on the wall.
Yes, he is.
Good one. Drew contained him to a measly point there.
Yeah, that was huge for Drew.
Francis 16, Becker 3. Shoe count 16. Ringers for Francis 14. Ringers for Becker 10.
You see how he lofted that second shoe a little bit higher? Because his first shoe was a ringer, but it swung around. It was backwards, and he didn't want to knock it off.
So you're saying he put more arc into the second one to keep that first shoe safe?
Yes.
Still 16-3, Francis in the lead.
A little high on the stake.
Shoe did not want to dance.
Yeah, a little high on the stake.
That shoe might need some talking to. A little loving.
Ooh,
a couple of weird bounces.
Yep.
Back to back. Francis ready to toss his second one.
Drew actually caught a break in those last 2 times, and Allen missed there.
So that's four dead there. Still 16-3, Francis over Becker. Shoe count of 20. 17 ringers for Francis. 13 ringers for Becker.
Allen right in that mid 80%.
Yeah, Allen's at 85 right now, and Drew's just one under 70, so Drew needs to pick it up here.
Mm-hmm. Allen is 36 times state champ in his respective home states there.
Alan Francis picks up 3 points, 19 for Alan Francis, 3 still for Becker. 16-point gap right now. And we talked about this possibility.
Yeah.
16-point spread here in the early going.
Don't want that to get too
big
now.
6 back there from Allen. There, that was good by Drew.
Needs to land this one in a defensive mode. So that'll be 4 dead there. 19-3, Francis in the lead over Becker.
Okay, here we go, guys. We could see a string of 4 deads.
Shoe count at 24. Francis with 21 ringers. Becker with 16 ringers. The legend ready to toss away. Solid on that one. I think we've got 4 dead there, possible. Four dead on that.
4 dead again.
Francis still in the lead, 19-3 over Becker.
Becker's doing everything he can. But it's pretty hard when it's just constant six packs.
Got to land this one for some points. He does.
Solid.
Becker's going to pick up a few here.
How many consecutive 4 dead is that? Is that 4 innings of 4 dead, I think?
I didn't count. Dead? Yeah, that was 4 dead.
Looked like Becker was going to pick up some points, but 4 dead. Still 19-3. Francis.
Oh, he missed that one, though.
Over Becker. Francis got like a short couple of swings, and he goes right to it. Solid toss there. This looks like it.
Can you imagine Alan's trophy room at his house? He probably had to add a couple of rooms.
Right.
So Alan Francis picks up 3 more points, 22-3. Shoe count of 30. Francis with 27 ringers, 21 ringers for Becker. 19-point lead for Francis as he's feeling it.
Yeah, he's getting in his zone.
He wants that 27th title.
At this point, Becker's got to...
He's got to put that fire out.
Yep, he's got to hope for the 4 dead there. At this point, he's got to slow things down.
I think Drew's first one came out the back.
That's not good.
Yep. There's that spread I said you can't get yourself into.
Yep, exactly.
Against him, sometimes it just isn't there.
And there was a point you got to start playing defense so the points don't get built up on you. But now it's 25-3. Francis is in the zone. This one's going to do a little bit more damage, I think.
So Allen is really closing in on his title here.
Yeah.
He's about to turn the corner.
Starting to slip for Drew.
Francis 28, Becker 3, shoe count of 34. Francis with 31 ringers, Becker with 23 ringers.
That one's a little short.
Yeah.
Here's an opportunity if that one was short.
Yeah.
You could pick up some points. He's going to have to land them both.
This could be an opening for Drew. There it is.
That might be it right there.
Gets him off that 3.
That might be a 2 dead. Two dead 3.
Yep, gets him off that 3.
There
So
he goes.
Picks up 3
But it
points
slows
there.
down the freight train a little bit.
Francis 28, Becker 6.
That's a nice follow-up.
Mm-hmm.
2 solid pitches there by Becker.
We have 2 turn pitchers, but Allen throws that reverse turn.
Yeah, beautiful shoe. See how it just reverses in a 3/4.
Remarkable consistency.
Same height every time.
Looks like
Same
4
height,
dead
yeah.
here. That's 4 dead on that toss. Francis 28, Becker 6. Shoe count of 38. Ringers for Francis 34. Ringers for Becker 27.
That's unmistakable sound.
So Allen's got 40 shoe. Allen's on his 40th shoe. He's missed 4 times, so he's clipping at a 90% right now.
Remarkable. The only pitcher that can do that.
Yeah, that's.
He's really just in a class by himself because these other A-class pitchers are as good as they are.
Right.
In the 70s percentage.
Oh, Allen
and
missed.
even-
I correct myself. Allen had one. He missed one.
So Becker will pick up 1 point. 28-9, Francis in the lead. Going back, talking about percentage and ringers, Francis had in 2017 in the finals a 90.4 ringer percentage.
Just unbeatable.
Yeah.
Allen's neighbors probably back in Defiance, Ohio, are probably quite used to that noise.
You know, surprisingly,
as he
he doesn't
practices.
he doesn't practice a lot. Surprisingly, I talked to him and Amy, and when he goes out to practice, he throws for about 30 minutes, and then he's done.
Okay.
I think it's just God-given talent.
Yep.
So
It obviously works for him.
Francis now with 31, Becker with 9. That's 42 shoe count, 37 top ringers. That's for Francis, and ringers for Becker 30.
It could be a 4 dead.
Drew will need that 4 dead unless he can get
Uh-oh.
some points.
I think he
Body
went off the
language
back.
says
Yeah.
something else.
Body language
Yeah.
indicates otherwise. 2 to 3 more points for Allen as he creeping in on that 40 points.
Francis 34, Becker 9.
See, the problem now is 2 live ringers will put him out. That puts a lot on Drew.
Yeah.
Francis with his second toss right here. Solid.
He really should make Allen pitch with a different type of shoe. Four dead.
So that helps Becker here to keep his pulse alive. Francis 34, Becker 9.
Drew gets to go first.
Shoe count of 46. 41 ringers for Francis. 33 ringers for Becker.
So Drew earned that clay back, and took care of business and put 2 solid ringers on.
Did that shoe bounce off?
It must have, because he didn't cross over.
Oh, Drew picks up 3. He's in double digits.
Score now 34 Francis, Becker 12. 48 shoe count, 42 ringers for Francis. Becker with 35 ringers. Solid one by Francis there. There's that duck. Another thug.
Another. The sound of a ringer.
Becker treading water on the 4 dead call. Francis 34, Becker 12. Francis taking his first pitch there.
There it is.
So at 50 shoes, you got Allen's hitting 88% and Drew's throwing 74%. Kind of give you a perspective of what.
Yeah, it is. That really is some
But
good
I think-
perspective because 74% is very, very good.
Exactly, and he just trying to stay in the game.
Oh, just off the top of the stake. This might be a.
Well, I think Allen missed to the left there. Yeah, that was an opportunity for Drew.
So Francis picks up 1 point on that one. 35 for Francis. Becker with 12. A 52 shoe count. 45 ringers for Francis. 38 for Becker.
Oh, that's something you don't see very often.
.23 lead for Francis.
Drew needs nothing but ringers.
Yep.
It's all business with Francis.
Hey, Drew, treading water.
Yeah, he needs 3s, not 1s.
Drew picks up a point. Now down 35-13 to Francis. You just watch Francis. He just concentrates, goes right to business.
He does. Nope.
Nothing can throw him off mentally.
And you rarely will see him show any emotion, you know.
Mm-hmm.
He's a pro's pro.
Well, emotion is mental.
Yeah.
So he just solid through it.
Right.
Francis 35. Becker 13.
Okay, here's the situation for Drew. It's going to have to be nothing but ringers for him. Last year's runner-up.
So it looks like possibly 4 dead here. Francis 35, Becker 13, the shoe count 58. 50 ringers for Francis, 43 ringers for Becker.
Becker really solid there. 2 identical shoes. Lots of 4 dead.
Yes.
Four dead is good news for Becker.
It is.
I mean,
Yeah, it means
you're
he's
still
in it.
alive.
Yep.
That's all you want at this point. Just try to stay alive. They got a nice pocket down in that clay. That shoe just disappears. Oh,
I don't think that.
I think it went out the back. But I think he pulled it back on.
Did he knock it back on?
You can pull him back on. I think he's good.
It was a slider.
Nicely done.
Nicely done. Anything can happen.
See, Drew's he just knows he needs to get on a roll and
what a competitor.
Pick up any points he can get at this point.
I think we're going to be seeing quite a shoe count here.
Are there 4 dead?
Yep. Solid.
Alan Francis calling that one out for dead. Still with a 35-13 lead over Becker. Drew Becker coming here from Ontario, Canada. A rematch from last year.
I think he went off a little bit to the right on that. There's a chance for Drew to pick up some points. It might be on. I can't quite see from here. Oh, he was on. Drew went to the right, though.
Okay, so Allen pulling within 2.
You're in that going out position now.
Francis with 38. Becker 13. The shoe count 66, 58 ringers for Francis, 50 ringers for Becker. Now it's when you're in the situation this far down, you're just hoping to pitch again.
Yes.
I mean,
live for one more inning.
It's shoe by shoe at this point.
Yeah, at this point.
Well, Drew just kind of fouled his shoe there for a moment.
Uh-oh.
Allen just won his 27th world title.
There you have it, gentlemen. Wow.
Make it official there.
There it is.
You missed that first one. Keep trying to keep up.
Yeah.
The king is
still the king.
Yeah, he's going to have to put his cape back on and walk out of here.
Another day at the office.
Alan Francis takes care of business. He
sure
wins a little bit of money here.
A little bit of money.
Yep. And,
stays the king.
Stays the king.
And no question about it.
Alan.
44-13. And there was never really, it wasn't close. And, saying Becker, to have a chance, he would have needed to keep it close. Mm-hmm. And what we talked about earlier is, I hate to over to Stanton as he's got the champ with him right now.
Alan Francis, let me be the first to congratulate you for number 27. Got to ask you, I know you've been doing this a long time. a lot of world tournaments. This match we just witnessed was a rematch from last year. Compared to all the other previous tournaments, how was this one a little bit different?
I think the quality of pitchers this year, everybody saw was improved. Some of the guys that have been steady in the 60s brought their games up into the 70s. Some long games, some really good games. So overall, the competition, I think, was much better this year.
Excellent, excellent. You know, I've known you a long time. You are an inspiration to a lot of these horseshoe pitchers. What drives you to come? I mean, 27 world titles. So give us a snippet of what drives you year after year.
I think as a competitor, you're never satisfied, and you always want more. If you're stepping on the court, you're in it to win it, basically. So that's my viewpoint. Is these guys are after me, and I know it, and that's good. I like that. I like that drive. The fact that these competitors are getting better makes me want to be better.
That's awesome. Well, again, let me congratulate you, Alan. World champion number 27. Proud of you. All right, back to you, Frank.
All right, Stanton. Thank you very much. So here you have it. Alan Francis.
And congratulations to Alan Francis again, the 27th title.
I'm looking at these numbers after this 44-13 win. You know, you're going back through the years. Last year, an 85% ringer percentage, 87.3 ringer percentage in 2021.
Unreal.
And going back, of course, 20.
He's over the hill.
What's going on here? Man, I don't know. What's it going to take? Is he going to?
It's going to take his. It's going to take retirement for Alan Francis for somebody else to get a chance. But no, he is just an outstanding pitcher and great example.
This is a run beyond a run.
It is. I mean,
it's the definition of dominance.
You know, to go back in a little bit of the history of the NHPA, Ted Allen was a 10-time world champion that dates back into the 40s, 50s, and 60s. And they always said that was a record that would never be broken. We're witnessing today truly the record that will never be broken.
Never.
World title number 27.
Now, looking at his personal life, we didn't touch on that. He's married to Amy Brown, a 3-time world runner-up.
Mm-hmm.
And then they have a son, Alex Francis, born in 2004. So he's about, what is he, about almost, he's 19?
Yeah, he's getting ready. I talked to Amy, and he's getting ready to go into college. He's a wrestler. He's big into wrestling. He did pitch horseshoes as a junior, but I think wrestling is his passion right now.
Okay, so I just want Alan's going to have to carry it a while longer.
Yes, he will.
Since the son is right now into wrestling and not horseshoes.
Correct.
Okay.
But Alan looks like he's quite capable of surpassing 30 world titles.
Oh,
it's becoming quite possible.
Yeah, he's not going anywhere very soon.
I mean, as you see him, he never ages.
Right.
The gentleman, he looks the same year to year.
Right.
He's solid. You don't see any weak part of his game.
And he definitely appears to be enjoying winning.
Right. So I'm sure we're going to see Alan Francis for many years to come. Well, gentlemen, it was great broadcasting these matches, and I enjoyed being with you guys.
Thank you, Frank, for having us on.
Appreciate it.
So that will wrap it up here from the Lansing Center in Lansing, Michigan. I'm Frank Mazzella for Stanton Griggs and Mike Loomis saying so long and keep on pitching.